Hello everybody and welcome to CC Sim Racing. Hopefully you can hear me this time. We've had another update on our stream, which is very interesting. It's like the third update this week. Probably. Anyway, welcome to CC Sim Racing. My name's Craig Cook. In the commentary box is a massive friend of mine. Can't wait to have him on again. And here he is. It is Mr. Sean Yoder of Nemesis Lab. So Nemesis Lab, Sean Yoder, it's fantastic to have you back with us, mate.
Greetings from Alabama, sir. Thank you for having me back in the booth. I'm sorry it's been so long. It's not for lack of want, it's for lack of open schedule.
Yeah.
Things are crazy, man.
Yeah, tell us about what's happening, mate, because obviously it's great to see. Obviously the rigs have been sensational, and you were doing was it a motion rig I see with the computer, and you had some friends or colleagues sitting on top of the motion sensor. It was just absolutely insane. It was incredible to see.
Yeah, that motion rig it's a ProSimu P7MP with our NLO2 GT sitting on top of it, our chassis, full room integration Dolby Atmos, full room integration Philips Hue lighting, and by full room I mean literally from the ceiling and the floor. The Dolby Atmos is going to be like you're in a IMAX theater. It's going to be life-altering, and triple 65-inch 4K LG OLEDs. Along with obviously VR compatibility. This particular client, they're unbelievable. They're the only client that I've ever had in 20 plus years in the business that has said we want the best of everything and truly meant it. And it's monumental. I cannot wait to show this thing off to the world. We've showed off bits and pieces, but when you see the full thing together, people's jaws are just going to hit the floor. It's going to be amazing. But enough about that. We have some R8s on track, and it's going to be good racing tonight. So, Craig, what do we have here, man? I have missed the first couple rounds of the R8 series, but I've caught back up a little bit just listening to you. It sounds like we have some really good stuff in store.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, mate. We're basically into round 4 of the R8s. We're at Suzuka, beautiful track as well. A couple of people are struggling with it, I must admit. I've seen these guys and they are quick, but this Audi round here is a very twitchy car. You have to be very gentle with her, or just run the hell out of the thing and put it on the rails. But it is not that type of track to be putting it on the rails. Suzuka is a very delicate track. As we've seen, you'll see throughout this race tonight, we've got one 10-minute race, sprint race, and then we have a 20-minute reverse grid race, rolling start as well, Sean. So looking forward to that. But let's have a look at the information. So this is the information everyone is required to look at because I said so. But here we go. Race 1 is a 10-minute sprint race. I'm only joking, everyone. Race 2 is a 20-minute race, rolling start with reverse grid, mandatory pit stop. It's a stop and go, so it's no tyres required. It's just in and out. Bop is on and super soft tyres, we said. Damage is on full, flags are on, penalties are on weak. Grid jump start is on as well. Your tracks are Monza, Spa, Nürburgring, Suzuka, and Brands Hatch will be the final. But it looks like we're going to add some more races to the series. Due to GT7 still not giving us what we need. So that is what is going to happen. That will be the same for the Clio Cup and the Atenza series. But R8 Championship table at this moment in time is Mr. Dusty is way ahead at the moment, but it didn't really help because Nappy Sack wasn't here last week either. So Dusty with 120 points there. Cole's now jumped into second with 82. Clive is there with 81. Jose is unfortunately not racing this week, but we have got a few people to let you in on, and you're going to be very excited to know who's on. Nappy Sack is there with 64, Filippini 64. We have Next Gen Dave's back as well on 55, Lofty with 52, Benno is there on 47. Watch out for him tonight. Crafty on 44. Ashwoy is on 37. Obviously, Crafty and Ashwoy are not here either. Then we got Lee there on 31. Again, another one not here this week. I think that's due to health issues, so hopefully Lee is okay. Then we've got stuck on the grid. Another one. He's not stuck on the grid. He's got a stuck back. So he's really in a lot of problems. So fingers crossed he's okay. But I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. Then we have Mr. Stickman, who's been fantastic this series on 27 points. Then we've got Pop Motorsport, who again was going to race tonight. But he's in a meeting, so he's had to cancel. Haslett is back as well. Hopefully the connection is okay. And Mr. Jesse Limelicker is at the bottom. Another reserve. But anything can happen in this race. People we need to tell you about is new driver tonight as a reserve is Isa Hanna. So great to see her racing. She was also racing in the GT Champions, and great to see her joining us tonight. We've also got Davis Grandad, who's not been very well. He's back. He looks very quick. Really looking forward to seeing how he does tonight. We also have in the room with us tonight, it says S24 Lee, and that's Lee Campbell. It's not Lee Campbell, it's actually Vicky Campbell from Formula Women, and we are really pleased to have her on. Obviously finished in the top 10 of the ladies final, which is absolutely sensational, and had the chance to drive in the British GT in the McLaren, and just unfortunate she didn't quite make that cut. But we are so proud of her. So well done to Vicky. And she is going to be back on the track pretty soon, from what we've heard from Lee Campbell. So yeah, great to have her back. Nappy Sack's back this week. So let's have a quick look as well while we do at the timing at the moment, because it looks very, very interesting. So we'll just take that off, and that one there as well. So we'll take that one off and that one. Sorry about that. So there we go. There it is. Dusty, Clive, Carl, Filippini, Nappy Sack top 5. Benno is in 6th. Lofty 7th. Next Gen Dave in 8th. I'm really surprised. He should be right up there. Haslett is in 9th. Great to see Dave Haslett there in 9th place. He's just gone. Has he gone up? He's gone into 7th now. Lofty's been dropped down. Grandad is now in 10th. Stickman 11th. Lee is there, which is Vicky Campbell, in 12th, and Hannah in 13th at this moment in time. But I tell you what, these times are not bad at all. But you can see there, Sean, the top 6 in the 58s.
Yeah, it's really cool to see so many familiar names actually on track here tonight, and it's always competitive with you guys. There's no such thing as a cakewalk for anyone anymore at CC Sim Racing. It's what is it, 57/6 pole, then we have half a tenth, another half a tenth, not even like third to fourth, 2600th of a second. It's okay, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome, and this is a beautiful machine too.
Yeah.
You picked a heck of a car for the high level spec series this time around, Craig. It's fun watching these cars go around here. I have a soft spot for all VW Group stuff in my heart, and just can't wait to sit back, settle in, and see how this thing unfolds. We have some folks watching too. Hi, 16 people watching. How are y'all doing?
Exactly. Great to see those guys watching, and let's get this one underway. I think it's about time, isn't it? And everyone is ready to go. So let's get this one underway. Dusty, Carl, Clive take the top 3. Filippini in 4th. Great to see GT are doing so well. That's both of their cars in the top 5 again in the Audis. So obviously don't forget, this is not a team event. This is a single man's event, but they have got teams in the event, if that makes sense. They've got to race for themselves. They can't do no team orders or anything like that. So race 1 of the evening of round 4 at Suzuka. It's Dusty on pole, Cole in 2nd, Clive in 3rd, Filippini in 4th. There is Nappy Sack in 5th. Then we have Benno Big Time in 6th, Haslett in 7th, Lofty in 8th. Just behind him in 9th there is Next Gen Dave, and Grandad is in 10th. So we're going to take this off, and we're going to leave this on. And we're also going to leave, let's take that off and let's put this on. And we're going to also take that off. And we're going to see if we can get a little bit of a further away view of this. There we go. Dusty is on the pole position marker. Commentators Craig Cook and Sean Yoder. And into turn 1 we go. And it's Dusty takes the lead from Carl, from Clive in 3rd. Filippini 4th. Nappy Sack in 5th. Benno Big Time's had a good start as well in 6th. Haslett is now into 7th. Lofty in 8th. Next Gen Dave in 9th there. Let's have a look in. There he is. And Stickman is there in 10th. There is Vicky Campbell in 11th. Great start from Vicky Campbell. There is Grandad in 11th. Lofty's now spun out. Oh, that's a real shame from Lofty. What happened to him already going into the first few corners? Now, did he clip something? Oh, Haslett's lost control of the car and tagged Lofty. Luckily, he didn't get no damage, but don't forget, we have another race. See if you can pick that up there, Sean. I was unlucky.
Yeah, we need to look at that again. Was that... would you call that a racing incident, or was that actually someone else sideways there?
Yeah,
who was that?
Oh, that was Carl went sideways. Benno Big Time also went sideways in the background. Now there's a battle here between Nappy Sack and Cole there. So Cole trying to hold that inside line. Filippini's now in 3rd. He's trying to force Nappy Sack out wide because obviously he's going to get the spin on the grass there. But he's managed to hold it. And Nappy Sack is side by side here with Cole going down the right hand. A great shot of the two cars side by side. And yes, Sean, looked like it was Haslett that tagged Lofty into the corner, and these two still going out. Well, great driving from both of them there, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely. It's car control on display. Suzuka, not the easiest of circuits. Kind of narrow, actually. It's older than, obviously, an older track now, and the racing surface itself maybe a little narrower than some of the more modern circuits that are on the schedule, especially some of the Gran Turismo specific circuits that we race on the regular basis. Those things tend to be, you can get 10 cars wide on those circuits if you wanted to. Here at Suzuka, there are a lot of places where you don't even want to try 2 cars wide, much less 3 or 4. That would be bad. And we saw that on the opening lap. Had a little contact there, put one of the cars out into the gravel. There's a lot of places around Suzuka though where you can get yourself into trouble. Turns 1 through about 6 or 7, those S's that are climbing up the hill, that is a single car only. Hopefully you'll see a parade of cars going through there. People try to stick their nose in on those, but they're so high speed that not the best place to try to plan a pass going up those climbing S's there. So it's going to be fun to watch, man. How much time do we have left? I'm looking at a smaller screen, guys, so I can't see everything.
That's okay.
I got to rely on Craig to be my eyes there.
That's right, there's 7 minutes to go, and Napisak has made a lovely lunge down the inside there of Cole, manages to get that done. I think a little mistake there from Cole. We'll keep the replay saved, and again, very tricky section this. Sector 2, very, very tough indeed, coming through under the bridge and then into this horrible hairpin. It really seems everyone to struggle, but again, Dusty's on it, and this is why at the moment he's leading the championship. 1.3 in front of Clive. Clive's on a good start here for CC Sim Racing. His band of brothers are here as well, the Barmy Army of Clive Smith, so they'll be rooting for him. And we've also got our friends there at Honest Fuel, so thank you to Honest Fuel, who are our partners here at CC Sim Racing. Great to see them, and please check out their Facebook page. Absolutely incredible food. If you want to be healthy, go and see these guys. Alex is your man, absolute legend. Napisak in 4th. There's Next Gen Dave in 5th. Now Cole's lost another place. Now I'm just going to go back and see what happened to Cole and Napisak here, because there it is. He's just made the mistake as he went through the left-hander climbing the hill, and Napisak didn't take long to just sneak a little move down there, and he's now into 4th place. Great move there from Napisak. Sean,
that was cheeky. That was cheeky going around the outside. That was a cheeky little move. Even with the little bobble there, that's still that was brave, trying to run that thing around the outside there, going down to the left-hander. I was impressed by that. I'm always impressed by y'all's racers. It's always a good show, and the cars are beautiful. If we could take just a minute, and whoever painted everything that's on track, congratulations to you as well, because you make the show look pretty.
Yeah, that's literally all of them. Benno Big Time's hit the sack as well. He's now back in 13th, so he's got big damage. So not too sure where he done that, but he's going into the pits, and that's a real shame. But he will probably now start at the front of the grid, depending on what happens for the rest of this race. But Vicky Campbell's now chasing down Grandad for that position. Again, not a lot of practice there, so you've got to bear in mind these ladies have literally just come onto the track. They've literally got the call up literally about an hour ago. So to come into a race like this at CC Sim, it is literally pressure, and it is fantastic that they are in, and I'm sure they'll learn a lot from this first race coming into the second race. But it is still Dusty in the lead, Clive in 2nd, Filippini in 3rd. There is Napisak in 4th, with Cole now in 5th. We have lost Dave there as well. Dave's dropped right back. So there's Haslett. They're stuck on the grid. There's Stickman. I missed up on the grid already. There's Stickman. There's Dave. And there is Grandad coming round any moment now. But that's interesting because Dave's dropped right back. He's now in 9th and has no damage. So he must have made a mistake there somewhere, Sean.
It happens. It happens to the best of us. You have a little bit of momentary lack of concentration, and then around she goes. Or in this case, I did see, who was that? Was that S24 Lee a few minutes back? Also had just a really lazy spin. It was an own spin. It was kind of like an own goal. It's a bad thing. You never want to see it. But yeah, it's little lack of concentration can do really bad things, and we've seen a couple folks suffer that here. Not much time left in this first race. Go ahead and give him a rundown, Craig.
Yeah, it's already gone down, 4 minutes to go, and it's still Mr. Dusty in the lead from Clive. There he is. There's Filippini in third, Nappy Sack fourth, Cole in fifth. It's really open already. Haslett is in sixth, having a great race. Great to see that, and I've just noticed that Jesse's just put Saber Venom running good. He is, and then we do miss that name, Haslett. We've got to put that name back to Saber Venom. Lofty there as well. There is Stickman in eighth, Dave in ninth. Grandad is there as well for Racing Marvels, having a good run. Great to see him back on track as well. There is Hannah and Vicky Campbell, both of them running together, which is great stuff. It is really good stuff, and don't forget, it'd be great to see them pairing up again soon, and they got another race to go. So again, like I said, lots of learning here in this track. It is a very tough track, especially in this car as well. It's very, very twitchy on the back end. You have to drive it like it's you just got to drive it really smooth. That's what I don't know what else to say, but it is one of those cars. But Dusty is holding the lead, 2.3 seconds from Clive. Clive is doing a good job trying to close in on him, but Filippini looks like he's closing up here on Clive there, Sean.
Absolutely. I can't wait to get to the shop. I'm actually going to go to the shop after the radio show tonight, and I'm going to load this thing up. And I haven't driven the R8 all that much, and I really don't know how stuck to the ground this thing is. We're seeing a lot of folks with a lot of, just going to say it, it's going to sound bad, but a lot of folks have a lot of loose rear ends here tonight, and a lot of sliding around, a lot of getting out from under you. So I have to go to the shop and put this thing through its paces for a couple laps. I'll probably run Suzuka just because now I have a reference time that I need to hit and see whether I could actually run with these folks or not.
Yeah, definitely. And there we go. Filippini in third, and Nappy Sack is using all of the track and a little bit more, as I love to call it like that. And he is right on the back end of Filippini. Goes a little bit wide there, loses a bit of traction out the corner. Filippini gets to breathe just a little bit. But there's another car in the background. Not too sure what's going on there. Another car spinning out, and that's about sort of the 10th, 11th sort of spot. So that could be Benno again, which I hope it ain't, but that's really troublesome for Benno. He was really enjoying his racing, and he seems to be struggling here at Suzuka at the moment. But Filippini holding third, which is a great real run for Filippini. Nappy Sack is keeping a lot of pressure on him, but this is giving Clive the opportunity to pull away. But Dusty has literally got this in the bag at the moment. He'll be starting on the back of the grid. Don't forget, reverse grid and the rolling start. So those guys and girls that will be out the front on this race will then be at the back, and the two ladies will get a good shot at this win in the next race. So there we go, Clive is there. There's Filippini under real pressure now as we come into the dip, into the right-hander, clipping the curb. Got to make sure you get the exit right, and both of them do. So real pressure now for Filippini. Now there's his teammate in the background watching this. Obviously he has to race on his own. Yes, they're in the same team colours. That's not a problem, but it is literally, I want to win, and that's all it's about. So here we go. Filippini in third, Nappy Sack fourth. Great battle here with 57 seconds to go.
I have to go ahead and give a shout out to Dusty that I'm partial to green, black, and white for probably not so obvious reasons to those listening, but Craig knows why.
Yes.
With the Nemesis Lab colors, that car looks great. Absolutely love it. Watching Filippini there, he's rocking the old school OBP logo on the hood of that R8. That's cool looking. I like a little bit. That's vintage OBP. That's kind of cool looking. I dig it.
Yeah, just
Filippini and Nappy going at it, man.
Yeah, just a bit of a mishap there. It looked like side-by-side action with Filippini and Nappy Sack, and he was trying to get around the outside. It was a very, very brave move, but Filippini was not giving that place up, and we've got the replay saved, so we will take a look at that in a moment. But now Cole is in fourth. Filippini now holds third quite comfortably now, and this is a great little battle between these two. But let's have a quick look at that replay and see what happened there. And there it is, just coming off. I pushed the wrong button, so I would have had an extra 5 seconds of that replay. But Nappy Sack is there in fourth and just hits the gravel, which caused him to go back into fourth, and now being chased down by Carl. Now here we go, Haslett has finished the race. There he goes, well done to Haslett, finishing sixth. There is Dave in seventh, well done to him. Lofty will come over the line in eighth from the back of the grid, so well done to him. There is Grandad in ninth. It will be Vicky Campbell who's going to finish in her first race here at CC, like official race, and she will be finishing in 10th if she just makes this chicane. No pressure. And she has done it. Great job there, Vicky. She's managed to do it. Brilliant stuff. Well done, Vicky. And she finished in the top 10. I know Lee will be very, very proud of his wife tonight. So well done to her. Hannah is there in 11th. There is Stickman. 12th. Benno Big Time will finish in last place at the moment. Well, sorry, 13th place, should I say. And Dusty is still 2.8 seconds in the lead. Clive in second, Filippini in third. Now, where's this Cole Nappy Sack battle? It still hasn't changed, but looks like Carl has got damage. Now, what happened there? Oh, he spun. Oh, so did Nappy Sack. Oh, dearie me. So we missed quite a bit of that there. So Nappy Sack and Carl spun out there, which is a real shame for both of them. Both of them with aero damage, and they're doing their best with what they got at the moment, but it's still Dusty. And we're going to take a little look at Dusty because he's been absolutely fantastic. Benno Big Time just coming round, just going to watch the leader there. But it is going to be Dusty who takes this win. Clive in second at this moment in time. Filippini's going to hold that third place, and he's done very, very well tonight already. But Cole is under pressure from Nappy Sack. Well, we've got to take a look at the leader. There he is. It is going to be Dusty who takes the win tonight. Fantastic job from Dusty. Clive will take second. Well done to Clive. Filippini will take third. Awesome job there from Filippini. Now, Cole, is he going to hold Nappy Sack into the chicane? Is it going to be a GT Harwood 2, 3, 4? And Nappy Sack going to try and get that inside line. He's got the power down. Is he going to do it? Oh, that's very close for the close line as they do. And it's Cole who's going to take fourth. Nappy Sack in fifth. But it's Dusty who's going to take the first win of this round. Well done to everyone involved. Great job there from Dusty, Sean.
Yeah, crazy racing as always. Like I said earlier, the rear end on this car seems to be incredibly loose. Folks need to tighten up that front suspension and soften up that rear suspension and get that car a little more firmly up underneath them. It just seems really hard to get a handle on it here, and we're seeing a lot of folks throw it off on their own. There's been a couple folks get into each other. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's pandemonium.
It is indeed. It is indeed. But here we go. There's your race results. And look at that. Ain't that nice? Somebody's actually done that colour for you there, Sean. Dusty takes the win. I think you've got a new driver there, mate. Dusty in first. Clive takes second. Filippini third. Cole in fourth. Nappy Sack fifth. Haslett in sixth. Dave in seventh. Lofty eighth. Grandad in ninth. And that's Vicky Campbell in 10th. Hannah in 11th. Stickman 12th. And Benno Big Time will take 13th. So it will be Stickman and Benno on pole position for this next race. So I'm just going to do a few adjustments. And everyone can just watch what I'm doing. So bear with me one. And we will change that to rolling start. Ooh, no pressure. And there we go. So, waiting for everyone to just jump into the commentary booth. We should have a few people. Oh, we have lots of people. There we go. So let's have a quick word with Filippini. Filippini, great job, mate. Brilliant stuff. But again, managing to hold off Nappy Sack. Can you talk us through what happened there? Because it didn't look too bad of you just sort of holding the line, but Nappy Sack didn't have nowhere to go. So talk us through that section there.
Yeah, he was gaining on me quite quickly, and as I entered Spoon, the straight before Spoon, I thought I'll stay to the left, so I got the inside for Spoon corners, and I saw him on the right hand side. I give him enough room. Well, I'm pretty sure I give him enough room, but then I saw him. He would have overtook me on the straight. I reckon he had good pace. He was taking a good 3/10 a lap out of me, so I had to go defensive. And yeah, I just saw him on my radar, just spin around, and quite lucky after that. Really, a bit of a boring race, really. Other than that.
Oh, well, you got a new one. You got another one, mate. And obviously, starting from the back is going to be a lot of pressure. But you've got some friends behind you. But well done, Filippini. Your friends behind you will be Mr. Clive Smith. Clive, great to see you, mate. Great to see you up there. Your Barmy Army are watching as well. I'm pretty sure they're celebrating with some alcoholic beverages. I'm pretty sure. How'd you feel with that went, mate?
Yeah, really good with that. I wasn't feeling great through practice during the week, but yeah, I'm well happy with second. Bit of a mistake from Carl on the first lap, so I thought I'd take the opportunity and then tried hunting Dusty down, but he's too quick.
Yeah, he is very, very quick indeed. And but mate, fantastic job. Obviously sitting on the back of the grid with Dusty, get in front of him could be an opportunity to get a win here.
Yeah, I'll try my hardest.
Excellent. And let's have a word with the championship leader, Mr. Dusty Valentine. Dustin, what a great drive that was, mate. Fantastic. Again, you know, keep yourself clean as normal and sort of managed to get away and clean up this first race. But obviously going into the next race could be a bit more tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this car is especially through those S's, is really sketchy. And I knew doing some practice with Carl and Clive, they were both very quick. So my goal was just to lead after the first corner and try to not make a mistake, and succeeded in that. And looking forward to coming from the back. Congrats to Clive on second and Filippini on third.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Well done, Dusty. We'll see you in the next race. Good luck, mate. I hope you have an absolute belt of a race. And fingers crossed that goes well. So let's have a look. I've got Mr. Stickman in it. We're just going to drop Mr. Stickman into the other room because he likes to listen in, and sometimes I hear what he's having for dinner. Usually it's Indian. But there we go. Let's go. Sean, that was a great start to the race. We're going to start race 2, but it is fantastic. Look at all these people that have just joined us. Fantastic stuff. Look at this. Ryan Vaught has also said, get in there, Smithy. Ted Trax are watching as well. Great to see Ted Trax there. We dust yourself off, Nappy, and go for 4th place back after that issue there. I still have throttle issues, says Dave Armstrong. Oh, no, I don't believe it. Get the pad out. Get the pad out. Well done, guys, says Rachel. Hello, Sean, also, says Rachel. Great to see that. Then we got Sean just says hello. Hannah Pickering, who's racing with us tonight. She says, GG, guys and girls. Great to see that. Cheers, Hannah. And Connor Craven has also, like I said, good luck, Vicky. Great to see people jumping in to support Vicky and Hannah tonight. But yeah, it's going to be an absolute cracker. I noticed Rachel didn't say go on Grandad. Maybe she did further up. But she didn't.
A lot of people did. A lot of people were being really nice, throwing Granddad some love. I didn't know
Love
Granddad
that.
was having some health issues, so let me throw some out there.
This man is incredible. He is such a brave man, and much love goes out to him and the family. But just there we go, Jamie Jahan there as well, which is Bite the Roses is there. Go on, Hannah, you can do it for Team Isa for the win. Great stuff. Vinny has also liked the stream. Thanks, Vinny, appreciate that, buddy. Lots of people have liked the stream, lots of people are sharing, and here we go. Don't forget, please, if you like the stream and you're watching on YouTube, please put the thumb up on the stream. It really does help. Every thumb that you put up helps us build at YouTube. It just pushes the videos out. It helps us to develop as a group and also as a brand. So please help as much as you can to share and like and follow the stream. If you like the commentary, say something. If you like the racing, say something. Anything you like. We really appreciate that. So there we go. Let's get into the next race. We're just going to do a quick rundown of who's going to be starting from the front, which is going to be Benno Big Time Stickman on the front. Hannah and Vicky will take out the second row. Third row will be Grandad and Lofty. Fourth will be Dave and Haslett. Fifth will be Nappy Sack and Carl. Sixth will be Filippini and Clive. And then Dusty on his own at the back there. So let's get this race underway. Oh, Benno Big Time has left the room, which is a real shame.
I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Craig Cook. I don't know if any of y'all know who Craig Cook is, but I'm always blown away by anyone's ability to do the production side and the commentary at the same time. Go ahead and throw up a bunch of thumbs up in the chat just for Craig, because I'm astounded by your ability to do that. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, so you do this incredibly well.
I'll probably struggle with chewing gum and doing the production and commentating at the same
Let's
time.
let's see if you can do three things.
Let's do that. That could be a challenge. Yeah, and stand on my head at the same time. So Lofty's saying internet, I think. So we're just going to see if that can sort itself out. The problem is he will have to start at the back of the grid now with that disconnect. So we can't put him at the front. It's just too time consuming at the moment. If the stream shut down, I'd reset everything, but we just got to keep cracking on and wait for him to jump in. So just going to wait for that. While we do, we have Monday Night's Racing. Here's a video just to show you what's going on. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is your racing for Monday night. Really looking forward to that one. It's not going to be the final race. I was going to give it a massive build-up, but it's not, unfortunately, because we've actually got more racing. Yay! So, yeah, we're going to jump in a couple more races. We're just going to try to see how many we can get in. And fingers crossed, we do hope that GT7 sorts itself out. If it doesn't, we're going to try and start GT7. We're also going to do GTS as well for the other drivers that are in our group. And we're going to try and slide in a little bit of ACC just to keep the others happy as well. So new things happening here at CC Sim Racing, but we will see how that goes. But it looks like everyone is ready. Great to see Nevin Kirkpatrick is also here in the stream, and he looks like he might be the next one racing in the Atenza next Monday. So yeah, lots to watch and lots to learn from here, mate. So can't wait to watch him racing in the Mighty Minis next weekend. So that's going to be brilliant. Looking forward to that. So let's get this one underway, shall we? Everyone's good. Everyone's happy. And it is going to be Hannah that takes pole position. And this will be interesting after everything that's happened. It might be Benno might be on the front, actually. I'm not too sure, because I don't know what happens when you do a reset. Haven't really actually looked at that, to be honest. But we'll have a look now. And it's going to be... Oh, there we go. It is going to be... Hannah on pole position, I'm pretty sure. No, Benno Big Time did get it. Stickman on second, Hannah in third, Lee in fourth, Vicky that is, Grandad fifth, Lofty sixth, Dave in seventh, Hassler in eighth, ninth there is Nappy Sack, Cole in 10th, Filippini there is in 11th, Clive there in 12th, and Dusty is there. Look how far back they are. That's ridiculous. We're going to take this off and we're going to put this on, and it's incredible how far back they are, but it's going to make for great racing. It really, really is.
I like that. That's ridiculous comment. Dead Track said this is going to be a spicy race on a very tight, twisty track. That it is. That it is. It's going to be. It can't be a spicy meatball. We're not in Italy, and we're racing German cars. So what is it? It's spicy General So's. That's what it is.
So here we go. Benno is there in first. Stickman in second. Already a dive down the inside there is Lofty. Lofty means business this time round. And hopefully, fingers crossed, he gets this done. So there is Lofty. So Team Dumpvalve's out. There is Vicky Campbell in fourth, following Hannah there. So she's right on the back end of Hannah there. She's managed to get past her teammate there. Has she? Yes, she has. Managed to save it. Yes, she has as well. Well done to Vicky. That was a very big, close call there. But Hannah's sort of gone, do you know what? You crack on. I'll see if I'll follow your lines. Lofty's just behind Hannah as well. He's going to go around the outside of Hannah and take that position. So again, it's a massive learning curve. Very, very tricky here at Suzuka. And again, she did say before the start of the race, it is not her sort of track, but it is great to see her on track as well, isn't it, Sean?
Absolutely. It's. There's no such thing as not your sort of track. You might be a little uncomfortable there, but it's just, you've got to throw yourself into the deep end of the pool every once in a while, and that's what's going to make you a better driver. So absolutely, it's great to see folks that are outside their comfort zone, basically using that to bump that comfort zone up a couple notches.
Yes.
And that's what makes you better. So more power to them, and get after it. It's great to see.
Yeah, definitely you can see Vicky's really pushing hard in this one. I think she learnt a lot from that last race, and she was saying it's a very difficult track, a very tough car as well around here, as we already mentioned, and but doing very, very well is Vicky Campbell there in the quick made livery by myself as we rush to get as many people in as possible. There is Next Gen Dave in fifth, so he seems to hopefully got the throttle sorted out. Fingers crossed. Grandad is in sixth, having a good race at the moment. Cole there in seventh, so he's making very good progress at the moment. There's Hannah. She's got a gaggle of cars behind her. Nappy Sack's trying to get down the inside of Hannah as well, and Hannah's just gone, do you know what, I'm just going to move out of the way, and she's done a good job there as well. And Nappy Sack nearly loses the back end of the car. Cole's having a look down the inside. Filippini is there behind Nappy Sack. Clive is there in 10th, so he's managed to get past Dusty. Now that is very interesting. These guys here, and they've gone into the pits already. So already the top guys, Dave, Carl, Dusty, Lofty, have all gone into the pits. Very clever, good tactics.
Yeah, they pulled in just to try to get some clean air in front of them. It makes sense to stop early, I think, when that pack was that was a little crazy. That was a little crazy. So yeah, a very strategic move made by them, and I imagine that's going to pay off pretty big towards the end of this thing.
Yeah, definitely. You can see Benno Big Time holding the lead. Stickman's having a great run at the moment. He's closing down Benno Big Time. He's trying to open the tap up a little bit too much, I think, on this little rear end beast, and it's really starting to see as Stickman has literally just gauged the car down now, just sort of settling in a bit better, nice and smooth on the throttle response. Look at that, beautifully done there by Stickman, and he is closing down Benno Big Time. Let's go on board with Benno Big Time here and hopefully he has a good race. We want to see him finish well, but it's really opened up already at Suzuka, and this is why you need a 30-car grid.
Yeah, I wish we could get more cars on track here in Gran Turismo. If we could double the grid size, the racing would just be... It's already amazing racing, don't get me wrong, but can you imagine being able to run a 30-car grid at Le Mans for a full 24-hour event? I'd be in so fast, I would literally rip my head off my shoulders trying to get to the controls. That's how fast I'd be. I want to do that so bad.
Yeah, definitely. So we're on board with Grandad here. Divas Grandad from Racing Rivals. He's got Napisak all over the back of him, but this is not helping Napisak at all. He's gone for an extra lap. Now, I don't know if he's going to come in. This is going to be very interesting through the 50R here. And into the left-hander we go. Napisak manages to get round. We've got a spinner in front. Now, who is that? I think it's going to be... I hope it's not. Yeah, oh, that's a real shame. It's Vicky Campbell. Vicky Campbell has spun out of this race, and she'll be going into the pits and repairing that, and obviously getting that sorted out, which is a real shame. She was doing really, really well, but well done to Vicky. Keep pushing. Plenty of time to get going, but she stayed out. Stickman is there. Grandad in second now. Filippini is in third. Napisak did come into the pits, and as you can see, we'll just have a quick look. Here's Napisak going into the pits, and this is what they're doing. Straight in a minute. Here we go, here he comes, Napisak in the pits, and straight out again. That's a very weird pit stop. I've never seen that happen on GTS. Literally zoom in and zoom out. Oh, there's a move at the background there for that position. Dusty going past Klein for position. So that, oh, and a big spin there. Big spin from Napisak in the background. So let's have a quick look and see what happened there. That was very strange. Very strange indeed.
Out of the pits, and as soon as he came out of the pits, he just threw it off.
That was absolutely unbelievable. Now, is that dirty? Is that clean tyres? Is that just coming out?
Cold tyres.
Oh, it is. Look, cold tyres on the rumble as well. Spun out.
On the curb.
What
that
a
had
shame.
to be curb and throttle combined with a lot of steering input is never a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, that is so unlucky. So Stickman holding the lead at the moment. Great to see Stickman up there again. Fingers crossed he gets a podium. Grandad there battling away Filippini. Filippini running outside of Grandad. This is going to be a great move because he's going to the inside line coming into the left-hander. Hard on the brakes at the 70 board here. Slam down. Gets the corner done. Grandad holds that position very well indeed. Do not touch the curbs on the exit as you power out here. Manages to keep it nice and straight on the exit. Beautifully done, but Grandad's under pressure. Where is Dusty? There he is in 8th. Don't forget Cole has pitted as well. So Cole is also there in 7th place. So watch out for him. Here we go. We 150R again, and it's Grandad on the inside. Filippini on the outside. Filippini's had to go wide, had to bail out. He's got to give that place up. He has to give that place up. He has to give that place back. That place will have to be given back. Grandad will not be very impressed with that. He should bail out and give that place back. And another thing that we will be running for next series, and that will be that everyone will have to be on comms so the guys can hear what we are saying. But Filippini has the lead at the moment. Grandad in second. There is Vicky Campbell in third. Lofty is in fourth. There is Next Gen Dave in fifth. Cole is there. It's Lofty in fifth. Next Gen Dave in sixth. Cole in seventh. Dusty just behind him in eighth. There is Clive Smith in ninth. Napisak has gone into the pits this time round for the damage. Hannah is there in 11th. Benno Big Time is in 12th. Hassler is at the back there and has had his pit. And it's starting to look very interesting here at the front. Filippini holding the lead, but really should have gave that place back.
Yeah, I mean, Filippini definitely does have pace over Grandad. But having said that, you got to have at least 2 tires on the track. You got to have at least 2 tires inside that white line, and he was most definitely 4 tires off when that pass was made, and that makes a difference. At how long would it taken him to have taken it to get by Grandad with a clean pass? That was not a clean pass, not the norm here at CC, but I believe Craig will address that, and we'll move forward from here.
Yeah.
How does that work out, Greg? How's that going to play out here?
Oh, well, I mean, that'll have to be done after the race now, and we'll have to just discuss what happens. So depending on where he finishes, obviously. I mean, if he finishes for, there'll probably be a time penalty. But look at this. It's Vicky Campbell. We've stuck on with Stickman in third now. Vicky Campbell is under pressure, getting nudged out wide there by Lofty. Said, do you know what? I'm just going to come through here. A little bit aggressive there, and just need to settle down, I think, because he's under pressure as well from the guys behind. It's getting a little bit messy out there, isn't it, at the moment, Sean?
Yeah, was that RG, Bargy, or both?
I think it's a little bit of both there. Replay is saved. Lofty in 4th. Cole is in 5th. But Cole's under pressure because he's got Dusty all over the back of him. Dave there in 7th. Clive Smith trying to get through as well. So Lofty's doing very, very well. But I think after the last race, he's just a little bit on the annoyed side, I'm going to say.
It is quite possible. It is definitely quite possible. There's a lot of very hard racing being done back there from about 3rd to 7th or so right now, I think is what we're looking at. And that is, there's an urgency in that pack to get it done. We're coming up on about halfway done in the final race of the night. These guys know they need to be making those moves, getting up front. And right now, Filippini way down the road from this pack. Has Filippini pitted yet?
No, not yet. Filippini and Grandad haven't pitted yet. Stickman also hasn't pitted. Lofty has pitted, one of the first ones, so he's technically leading this race at the moment. 13 seconds is not going to be enough to hold that lead, but I'll tell you what, he is doing a very, very good job at holding these guys up, because Cole's trying to find a way through, doesn't want to tag. Obviously he had an incident with Nappy Sack, which he said, I couldn't get out of the way, mate, and Nappy Sack literally just went, okay, no worries. And I love that. I love the fact that it was sorted quick, simple, and obviously he saw what was happening there in that incident. But there we go, Lofty holding this place at the moment in 4th, Cole in 5th, Dusty in 6th, Next Gen Dave in 7th, Clive is just sitting there in 8th as well, watching on. But these three are starting to pull away. Lofty's just found some pace here, Sean.
Yeah, you get a train of these R8s together and they're punching a big hole through the air. I'd imagine, I don't really know how much, and you might be able to speak to this, Greg. How much does a 2, 3, 4, 5 car pack make a difference in Gran Turismo with regard to the aero and being able to gain a couple more mile an hour in the straightaway if you're linked together in that train like that? Is it significant, or is it is significant? Okay.
Massively, because we just noticed just then as you were speaking, I just put it on the back of Lofty's car, seen a mistake there from Cole. Cole realised exactly what was done, and Dusty takes that position off him. But as you can see, coming down the straight towards 150R, you just saw it there in a nutshell. All the cars in a line, following suit, closing on Lofty. And and then obviously just coming into that corner, they all sort of went slightly wide, a couple backed out of it, but yeah, as you can see, that 4-car train closing up on Lofty, and so yes, the tow is definitely working, and it is a massive impact in this race so far. But Lofty is still holding this position, and he's doing really, really well. There he is. I just don't want to jinx him, because and the good thing is Jesse's not here, and it was usually me that jinxes everybody, but it's now Jesse. Fantastic. But Dusty's there in 5th, Cole in 6th, Next Gen is in 7th, and that's a lovely shot that is. There's Cole, there's Clive, sorry, should I say. Nappy Sack in 7th. He'll be trying to get fastest lap, I'm pretty sure of that. There is Vicky Campbell still holding 10th. Hannah is still there in 11th, having a good race is Hannah now. Just needs to settle down, and again, don't forget, this is her first race here at CC, so totally different to what she's normally doing on a Thursday night. And Haslett is there in 12th. She might be going dancing, I just don't know. Benno Big Time is there in 13th, and again, he's off the track again. Not too sure what's going on there, but Filippini is holding this lead. He still has to pit, remember. So has Grandad, so they both have to pit, but Filippini is flying away with this at the moment. Stickman still has to pit as well, and he better hurry up, because the problem he's got is he's got Lofty and Dusty and Cole and Dave and Clive. Sounds like a boy band, and they're all chasing him down for that 3rd place prize. Look at this, fantastic. Haslett's left the room, he got the disconnect.
53 drivers' names in the 14-car field, and I was waiting for Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
Oh my!
It just kept going. Okay, we've got a new BTS contender.
Sorry, fantastic. Lofty and Dusty there was absolutely unbelievable. We got a spinner. Who's that? Who is that spun? Who was that? Was that one of the back markers they were closing up on, or was that... Oh, I'm not too sure. Oh, it's still spinning out. Who is that in the background? Who is that? It got to be Benno. Yeah, it is. Oh, what a shame. Benno is having such a bad time of it at the minute. Filippini's still holding the lead. Grandad has come in. He's in 8th. He's now back out. He stays in 8th. And he's really not enjoying himself at the moment, is Benno. He's have to come into the pits. He's still spinning around. And Filippini now, 12 seconds in front of Stickman. Stickman has got Dusty all over him. Lofty has lost that place from Dusty. But again, anything can happen. If he can just hold these guys off, he'll be in a great position at the end of this race. There is Cole in 5th. Next Gen Dave is there in 6th. Clive is now sat right on the back of these. We've still got 7 minutes of this race. And this battle for 3rd is really hotting up.
Absolutely. That battle for 3rd is actually the battle, I think, for the lead right now, is it not?
Yeah.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, the battle for 3rd is the battle for the lead. Is Stickman pitted as well?
No, Stickman needs to come in. So Filippini, Stickman have to come in. So this is basically is potentially Dusty in the lead with Lofty in 2nd. Has he got that killed in the corner? Yes, he has. But Cole's had a great exit off the corner, and Dave has decided to follow on into Cole's toe here, which could drag him round. Let's go on board with Lofty as they come into the left-hander here, slamming on the brakes. Very tricky corner into the braking zone. Cole goes through, little nudge on Lofty. Lofty manages to hold the corner, and Cole lets off the brake, lets off the throttle there. Great stuff. And now look at Clive. He's having a look as well down the inside of Dave, and he looks like he's got a nose there inside, has he? Oh, this is going to be really tough. No, he's had to tuck in again. Brilliant driving from these guys tonight. Absolutely fantastic.
It's been way too long since I've been able to offer you an oxygen bottle. You just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. This is proper hard GT racing. This is what you come to see. This is, whether you're behind the wheel or watching this is the kind of action that we want to see on TV. And man, this is good stuff. I don't care whether it's digital or real. This is real deal. This is amazing.
It is indeed. Filippini in 7th. He's got onto the back of this group, so it's going to be a 5-car battle for 2nd place. Stickman is still not pitted, and he's doing a cracking job, but he's holding Dusty off now. But the problem is, the more he holds him off, Cole is just sneaking on the back of Dusty now, so we've got to keep an eye on that. There is Lofty still holding 4th place, which is a potential 3rd on the podium. He will love it if he does. Look at Dave. He's trying to find a gap through for E-Team Brit here. I'm sure Lee is watching. We hope Lee Duncan is okay, the team manager of E-Team Brit, and we're hoping that Team Hardy BTCC team are actually watching as well. That'd be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually really impressed with Filippini's strategy here. I thought he was going to come out of the pits about 10 seconds behind that pack, and being able to come out of the pits to finish this race off, we're less than 5 minutes to go. Filippini is still kind of in this thing. And my voice can go actually higher than that if I really push it too. So, he's kind of in it and might get out of here with the podium, which is incredibly impressive.
Yeah, indeed. And you can see this battle between Lofty and Dave has really kicked off. Dave is trying to hold that line, and he manages to do so and gets past Lofty for position. But Lofty's got the inside line, and he's managed to get the power out of the corner. Now he could get inside line here, and he's got it. He's got it. Brilliant stuff from Lofty. I'm so impressed. Driver of the day for me so far. Absolutely fantastic. But Dusty has taken the lead from Stickman. Carl is in 2nd. He's chasing him down. Next Gen Dave has got 4 from Lofty from Clive. We've got 4 minutes to go. I don't want it to end. Filippini down the inside. Benno Big Time just gets out of the way, and Filippini trying to look down the inside of Clive. Watch out, Filippini is on the charge. Stickman should pit. He hasn't pit still, and now he's moved over, and I think he's realised that he's not got long left. He has to pit. He hasn't pit yet.
Yeah, it's time to pull that one in, and I thought I saw Filippini's nose tuck up in there behind Clive that Filippini's running with. I thought I saw him tuck up in there looking to stick the nose in there, and then realized that was a horrible idea, and backed off to the point where he lost about 6 or 7 cars just because he was trying to make a lunge there where he should not have. Back up to the front though, Dusty in command right now. Call running P2 and Stickman being shown P3, but we all know that is not real. Lofty is actually running P3.
Oh, wow! Dave's gone off. Dave has gone off in a big, big way. So not too sure what happened there. Let's have a quick look at that. Dave went off the track there. Let's have a look. There's Clive. What happened to Dave? Oh, he's caught the corner. He's caught the corner of the grass, and that is not a place we want to do. And as you can see, the marbles on the far side of the track there will not help you. It will just hinder you and put you out into the sticks. And that is Dave out of contention there, Sean.
Yep, that wasn't dirt. That was gravel. That was outside rear tire in the gravel on the throttle. in the middle of a corner. Never a good recipe. That's always going to end in tears, and that car turned into a very expensive lawnmower there for a second, and he rejoins the battle way behind where he thought he was going to be at the end of this thing. Almost 2 minutes to go, right at 2 minutes to go.
Yep, bang on, mate.
And yep, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Clive going down the inside on 150. This is going to be very intense. Into the corner. Lofty bails out. Great respect. Absolutely fantastic respect there from Lofty. I tell you what, I don't care what happens tonight. That is pure class. What a great, respectful driver he is. That was fantastic. He had the pace on him, did Clive, as he came into the corner. Knew Clive was going to go fully committed. Slowed down into the corner. Knew he didn't have the line to get the racing on the exit. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant driving from Lofty, and he's still in with a chance on the back of Clive as they come into turn one. Brilliant driving, absolutely fantastic. Dusty in the lead from Clive, from Stickman still. I'm just wondering if Stickman did pit, but I don't think he has. Clive is in fourth, Lofty's in fifth, Filippini in sixth, Dave is still there in seventh, Grandad is coming down the straight in eighth, Vicky has still got ninth place. Well done, Vicky, keep pushing. Nappy Sack is trying to close up on Vicky in 10th place, and was not expecting this from Tom, so we'll have to see what happened there after the race. Hannah's still doing well, she's still in 11th, and Benno Big Time, I think he's just literally given up. It's just a bad day at the office for poor Benno Big Time, and he was fantastic the week before, absolutely fantastic. But it's Dusty in the lead from Carl, from Stickman, from Clive, who's now in fourth place, and there is Lofty in fifth. Filippini still trying to get on the back of Lofty, but again, it's still 30 seconds to go, and that might be the end here. I think it's going to be the final lap here, Sean.
Yep, I think we're pretty much done. And looking at Benno's car, I don't know how you're running this, Craig. Are you running this fixed setups, or is this open setup? Did he just miss the setup completely? I mean, that's possible if it's an open setup.
No, it's basically bop is on, damage is on, so it's just a case of
Gotcha.
it's just driver error. You know, this is one of the toughest cars to drive, I personally believe, other than obviously the Lamborghini, which nobody wants to test drive. But I love that car; it's absolutely fantastic. But pretty much identical if you really want to think about it. Same engine, it's just a tough car to drive. But yellow flag! Who is that? So there's a car off on the track, but Dusty comes through. He's going to take the win. Congratulations to Dusty. There is Cole takes second. It's going to be Clive who takes third from Stickman, who we will be having a chat with. Lofty there in fifth. Filippini takes sixth. Next Gen Dave is going to finish in seventh. That's so unlucky because he had a real chance of getting a podium there. There is Grandad who's going to come through for Racing Rivals. I'm so pleased he's finished the race. Well done, mate. Absolutely brilliant job. And again, not a car that most of these guys are driven, and it is a very tricky car. Now Nappy Sack has managed to get that 9th spot off Vicky here, but she's doing really, really well. So Nappy Sack is coming round, and this is not a good day at the office for Mr. Tom Hockley from Tetrax Racing, and just wasn't his day today.
Nope, it can't be your day every day. I will give him honorable mention for having such a pretty car though. That is a gorgeous livery on that thing. I have to ask this, did Stickman ever pit?
I don't think he did. I really don't think. I know he was at the front, but he wasn't that far in front to be that far in front. Surely, maybe he was. Maybe he was. I mean, if it is, that's got to be driver of the day. So there goes Nappy Sack. There is Vicky Campbell come through, and Hannah is going to be coming through any moment now, but she has engine damage. It's a real shame, but I'm really pleased with the girls tonight. On short notice, jumping into a really, really difficult track and car, but they did themselves proud. They really, really have.
Absolutely. It's just finishing here is something to be proud of. And like you were saying earlier, I can't remember which one of the ladies was saying that this wasn't their style of track. They didn't feel really comfortable, but this is what makes you better. It truly is what makes you better in the long run. Throw yourself into uncomfortable situations and push as hard as you can, and you'll find that it pushes your comfort level up. It pushes your ability level up, and jump in the deep end of the pool every once in a while and just see where you stack up. It's a good thing.
Definitely, and I'm just going to mention just now that Stickman did pit, ladies and gentlemen. We have a message from all of the drivers.
Okay.
See, I got too excited that I actually didn't see that happen.
I
was
didn't
so
see it
excited.
happen either.
And there we go.
you have an excuse. You oxygen deprive yourself to the point where you lose concentration every once in a while.
Yeah, I think head dizzy, pits not seeing.
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. I have to go ahead and say this. Thank you so much for inviting me back in the booth tonight. Thank you to everyone who put cars on track. Thanks to everyone who was watching. I had an absolute blast. I have to jump out of the booth and jump into a meeting.
Yeah.
I will talk to you all soon again. Thank you so much for having me, Craig. It's been a blast.
Oh, thanks very much, Sean. It's an absolute pleasure. That's Sean Yoder from ERA Nemesis Labs, and I'll let him tell you next time we come on, but he's doing some incredible stuff in the background, and we're hoping to have his rigs over here in the UK. So well done, Sean. Congratulations, and we'll see you soon. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. So there we go. That was Sean Yoder, everyone. And let's have a look at those race results. Dusty takes the win. Carl in second. That's an incredible result for Dusty as well. Clive in third. Stickman in fourth. And I'm sorry, Mr. Stickman. That's got to be driver of the day, surely. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, Lofty was showing great respect, but I'm going to have to change that. I mean, obviously, Dusty won both races, but, you know, you can't fool that. That's brilliant. Well done to Stickman. Lofty with his great defensive drive as well is there in fifth. Filippini, great strategy. But again, have to have a chat about that. But we will discuss that with the other guys in the booth for later. Next, Jen Dave in seventh. Unfortunate, hit the marbles on the left-hander, climbing over the brow there, and just lost out there. Grandad in eighth. Nappy Sack in ninth, and not a day he will be wanting to remember. And he will be back next week. There is Vicky Campbell, another top 10 finish. Well done to her. And Hannah has finished 11th. Unfortunately, we lost Haslett and Benno big time, but they will get points regardless. So let's have a look in the commentary booth. Oh, we've got plenty of people in the commentary. So let's have a quick word with our third place man, and that was I think that was Clive Smith. Mr. Clive Smith. Wow, another great drive. Your Barmy Army is just going to grow and grow and grow. I'm going to have to order t-shirts pretty sharpish and put some sort of slogan on there. But Clive, great drive, mate. Well done.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Always happy with a double podium. I was a man on a mission on that race, and yeah, well happy with that.
Yeah, you did a great job chasing down the guys in front. It was absolutely epic. It really, really was. But great drive, buddy, and can't wait to see what you got in store for us next Thursday. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
Let's have a word with second place, Carl. Carl, again, great drive. I tell you what, you and Filippini are definitely working out something here, because you guys are flying at the moment and getting that second place, chasing down Dusty. I think if Stickman managed to hold him off a little bit more, I think it could have been a battle for that lead. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think Dusty's a bit of an alien, isn't he? So, and with his track, it's hard to overtake. So we were pitted after first lap. And, yeah, just wait.
Oh, we lost Cole there. He will be back. I'm pretty sure of that. Cole, hello.
Yep, can you?
There is. Yep, go on, mate. Say again.
No, yeah, I was just saying the track's tough to overtake, so I thought pit early, get out of the way of all the traffic, and just try and get through and get as far up as I can, really. But I knew Dusty doesn't make any mistakes, so yeah, well done, Dusty.
Yeah, he did. He did a super job, didn't he? Again, and but well done, Cole. That's nothing to take away from you. Still holding that second place in the championship. But I'll have to have a look actually. But I think you are. I think you're holding second place from Clive now. But well done, mate. Great job. Well done.
Cheers, pal.
Let's have a listen to our double winner tonight, Mr. Dusty Valentine. And mate, you are on fire in this car. What is your secret?
Honestly, just trying to keep it on the black stuff. I pitted first lap 2 like Carl, hoping to avoid some traffic, and ran into a little bit, but I got pretty lucky with my overtakes. Either there was a mistake made or great respect shown. I have to give a shout out to Lofty. I mean, going side by side through 130R. I don't know if that was on stream or not, but we didn't even touch, and it was wonderful. So congrats to Carl on second and Clive on third, and looking forward to next week if it's Brands or whatever track gets thrown in before it.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, not saying some of the etiquette tonight was fantastic. Very tough track. That's why we stuck it on there. But maybe a bit of a challenging one for, obviously, the Audi R8. But it was great to watch you again. Double winner tonight, Dusty Valentine. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you.
We're going to have a quick word with Stickman. I've got to have a chat with him. Stickman, what is going on there? I actually thought you had to pit. And I was thinking Lofty was having a good race. Wow, I am so sorry. What
That's
a race.
right. I was looking, I was thinking, I'm going to get to the end and get penalised to the back. But no, I just basically, I was out in the lead and I was like, I got a little bit of a gap and I thought I may as well dive in now while Filipini and Grandad were fighting it out. So I went in on lap 4 and just basically got in, got out and noticed and just tried to close the gap down, really.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's fantastic, mate. And but brilliant, absolutely brilliant drive. I can't fault you, mate. And I just want to say a massive hands up as a commentator that I just didn't see it. I got so excited that I actually forgot that you pit. Well done. The viewers saw it and they know what was going on, so that was the main thing. So brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant. Well done, mate. Congratulations.
No worries. Thanks, Craig, and thanks, Sean, as well.
Well done, mate. Let's have a quick word with Lofty, because I want to say again, Lofty, what a drive, mate. That was some defensive work, and Dusty just giving you credit where credit's due. Around 130R, not 150R. It should be 150R. I'm pretty sure you're going that speed when you go around there. But Lofty, what a great drive, mate. Absolutely unbelievable.
I think it does make a difference. The last few races I've been up with the fastest that CC Sim have to offer, and it does make a big difference when you're fighting against them, because you realise how much respect they give you and you give them it back. It's, you know where you're racing. I've said this before, Craig, you know what speed you're going at, so I can only fight so much and these guys will pass at every given point. But what I've learned over the last 3 or 4 races in this car is unbelievable, and I hope it continues, because it you know, when you're fighting against these, when they're coming at you, the pressure that's on you is untrue. It's fantastic. But yeah, thanks for everybody, including, I don't know his name. I'm just looking now. Nixon, Dave.
Oh, Dave, yeah, Dave 88 from.
Me and him had a ding dong. We had
Team
a
Hard,
ding dong the whole race, and he showed a lot of respect. So thanks very much to him and Dusty. It was good.
Yeah, well done, mate. Great drive. I did give you driver of the day, but then I didn't realise that Stickman actually pitted and was flying away at the moment.
Yeah,
so,
did, yeah.
But what a great job, both of you tonight. Fantastic. It is fantastic to see, drivers like yourself and Stickman up there fighting the best. And it just goes to prove that a little bit of practice does help, doesn't it? So, well done, mate. Great to see you come out. Ali has also followed. Michael Filippini has liked the stream. We have got Wakwan Chan has liked the stream. Thank you very much. Mazda Akhtar has also followed. Thank you very much, guys. This is unbelievable. Thank you all for liking and following. We are so close to that 2,500 followers. So please help us get there. With the new jump to GT7, fingers crossed, we're so close. We have setups, we have cars ready. We're just waiting to get it up and running, but we can't with the way it is at the moment. I do not want to ruin the streams because of the action that we have here at CCM and on GTS. We want to develop that going through to GT7, and don't be, don't worry about it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic when it does. We're also going to look at ACC as well, so we are looking at that at this moment in time. Testing is still going on GT7 with the North American Series now tonight. Well, it will be your time, 9 p.m. In the USA, in North America, should I say. So keep an eye on that. We also want to say thank you to all the new drivers that jumped in. Isa Hanna was just put there 11th in both races. I'll take that. He did a cracking job. Also to Grandad as well. Well done to Grandad for jumping in last minute as well. Also to Vicky Campbell, who also jumped in last minute. So really thank you very much for joining us tonight, you guys and girls. Also to Dave Armstrong, who says thanks, Lofty. Great to see that. Ryan Volt says we want t-shirts. Love that. Great racing tonight, says Dave O'Grady. Andrew Stickler says cheers. All the drivers tonight very clean and super close racing. Yeah, it was fantastic. Very difficult track. 16 cars we should have had, but I tell you what, the ones that made it brilliant. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Don't forget, be here on Monday for the Clio Cup. Also for the Mazda Atenza series, a couple of new drivers going to be joining it with the unfortunate events with ODS. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see them back in GT7. But it's been an absolutely fantastic night of racing. Thank you very much for everyone joining us. That was the Audi R8. My name's Craig Cook. I'm your commentator, and this is CC Sim Racing. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.